Are we live? We are live. Oh, it's my internet. It's playing up. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV and your fortnightly edition of Collective Consciousness. And it's our birthday today. It's our first year of the show. So thank you so much to each and every single one of you that's joining us here this evening. And this evening will be no different to any other. I've got a wonderful guest medium that some of you are already aware.
Oh, Bill. Yeah, if you like. Oh, hello. Hello, Bill. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening here. I think I've got a bit of internet issue this evening. But can you hear me all right there, Producer Richard and Sarah?
Yeah.
Good, good. So, good evening, everybody. Like I say, welcome to Collective Consciousness here at Spiritual Psychics TV. I've got the lovely, lovely Sarah Warman joining me here this evening on screen. And she's come back to celebrate the first year of Collective Consciousness. And it's absolutely wonderful to have you back on the show again, Sarah. So thank you so much for accepting the invitation and coming back on board.
Thank you very much for having me, and happy birthday to Collective Consciousness and to Richard and everyone, what they do here. Absolutely amazing to be back. Thank you.
You're so very, very welcome. So, guys, for those of you that are watching via YouTube and Facebook, please do share us out there. If you're watching via Facebook, it's really easy to do. You've just got to hit that share button and send us out there to all of your spiritual pages or any other pages that you may feel are indeed of interest. And if you're watching via YouTube, please just click on that swirly icon just underneath in your graphics box there, and you can copy and paste that onto all of your social media pages. I can see that we've got lots of you already popping your comments up there. I can see that we've got Corrie Dutton saying happy birthday, and Joe Clark saying happy first birthday, and Jenny Doherty saying happy birthday as well. So hello to all of you. Thank you for joining. Do please remember as well, guys, that we do have a 10 to 15 second time delay from you placing your comments to us receiving, and vice versa. Sarah, do you want to say a few hellos to some of these lovely people here?
Yeah. Hello, Sue Chadwick. Hello, Bobby. Evening. Hello, Bobby. Hope you're well, and thank you for joining us. Leanne, hello, and it says saying happy birthday. Brilliant. Lynn and Patricia, thank you very much. Yeah, you're laughing at. I need to relax.
We've got a few people on, Richard, and you're doing it like it's Formula One there tonight. We've got to try and keep up with you.
Yeah.
We've got.
Hello, Michelle.
Bless them all. Hello there, Michelle. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening, my lovely. We've also got Siobhan O'Rourke who's saying hi. People say I'm getting all tongue-tied. I've got spirit coming in already. What's going on here this evening? Sarah, over to you. Let me catch you.
Hello, Gillian. Welcome, and thank you very much for being here. Trevor, hello, Trevor Morley. Welcome. I love that picture of you with the angel wings. Absolutely beautiful. Hello, Olivia. Welcome. Hello, Terry. Welcome, and thank you very much for everything that you do. Christine, welcome. Alison, welcome. Over to you, Bill.
We've got the lovely Gail Amos. I tell you, I don't know what's going on here tonight. It's that energy building up. We've got Joanne Lewis saying hello to Mary, Terry, Dominic, Gail, Christine, Heidi and Alison. So this is great because we've got this community channel where everybody kind of like just intermingles and has a good old chinwag through the comment section there. We've got Sharon Brown saying, hi Bill and Sarah, first time seeing you. Would love a reading if you get drawn to me tonight, please. Thank you so much for joining this evening, Sharon. God bless you. And we've also got the lovely Tim Abbott who's watching. Hello there, Tim. How are you, my friend? I hope you're keeping well.
Good evening. Good evening, Tim. Hello, Josh. Welcome.
Hello, Josh. How are you?
LJ Blue Eyes. Lovely. Welcome.
Richard, what are you doing? He's having a game with us here tonight, Sarah. We've got the lovely Janine White as well, who's putting the love heart up there. Hello there to you too, Janine. Thanks for joining, my lovely. And we've got the lovely Jilly Bean Howley saying good evening, guys. Good evening to you too, Jilly. Thank you for joining us, my lovely. And we've got Kirsty saying good evening to you both and everyone. Thanks for joining, Kirsty. And we've
Hi,
got
Mary.
Mary Dixon's getting you confused there, Sarah.
She's saying hi, Trudy. So I wonder if that's my sister around there somewhere as well. Okay.
And we've got Bobby Tobin, and we've also got Kim. Gary, Bill keeps freezing. Oh my God, I hope it doesn't freeze too much for you there, Kim. Let's just hope and pray that spirits sort it out for us this evening.
Yeah, typical dad dancing.
Oh, you want to see some of it?
I have seen it, actually. I have seen it.
We've got the lovely Pamela Rogers saying hello, people, and Geraldine Greenhill saying first time seeing you both. Great to be here. That's wonderful. It's lovely for all of you newcomers who are joining us here, maybe for the first time this evening. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy the show that we've got here for you lined up. Do let us know as well what part of the world you're actually watching us from as well, whether it be the UK or overseas. We'd love to know. We've also got Lenny who's saying that watching with my mum and would love a reading.
Hello, Mum, as well. Lenny's mum. Hello.
Hello to Lenny's mum. Okay, guys, just let us know if you are experiencing issues where I'm freezing on Facebook. Do let me know if you can still hear me, or indeed just do let us know if that problem has sorted itself out. So we'll anxiously await your comments to start popping up there for us.
I've got it on my phone, actually, and you're not freezing. So.
Okay, perfect. So then we're just going to go with the flow and see where this evening takes us then, Sarah. And as I say, guys, for those of you that are joining us this evening, it is our first birthday here at Collective Consciousness, and wow, what a year it has absolutely been. I tell you, I'm in absolute awe of every single medium that's joined me on the show over the last 12 months. How fortunate am I as a fellow medium to be able to share the platform with some of the world's greatest mediums that we've had on this show. And I do mean the world's greatest mediums. We've had some fantastic people that have joined me on the show. And Sarah, of course, you are one of them, and you've come back again this evening for us. So you're looking forward to tonight.
I am. I'm absolutely excited, actually. Glad to be back with you, Bill. Always a pleasure to work with you and serve and the love of spirit, you know, that's what it's about.
That is exactly what it's about. It's about bringing through those messages and connecting and bringing that love and that comfort for all those people that we've been able to reach through this show over the last year as well. And I consider myself to be very fortunate to be able to do so. So what have you been doing with your over the last year since we saw you last on SPTV?
I've been doing lots of Zooms and lots of lives, and basically and doing a bit of creative stuff, trying to get your body, keep your body healthy while we've been in lockdown and all that stuff. But yeah, just busy. But I've been back to a few churches, which is so good to be in the physical, you know, as well as this platform. But so grateful for this platform, because, you know, we can touch people from like miles away, you know, where we wouldn't physically travel to. So, you know, yeah, amazing.
Yeah. And you've had the opportunity to serve overseas as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done San Francisco and stuff like that as well. That was lovely. But it's still like being in your own room, but with that opportunity to touch people from obviously there. So yeah. How lovely.
And just remind people at home as well where it is that they can find you on your social media pages.
Yeah, you can find me on Oh God, I've forgotten. Pink Sarah. Yeah, Pink Sarah, spiritual medium. I'm on Facebook. I've got a page on there, but I'm also part of Soul Sisters of Love and Light. We have an actual Love and Light page and a promotional page where we just share everything that anyone that does spiritual work, please add yourself and add all your friends as well, because it's just a platform also to share like lives like this and stuff like that. So yeah.
Excellent. And you've got Tracy Honey who's popping up in the comment section there.
Thank you.
But she loves your hair, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Lovely.
Thank you. And you like my necklace as well. Thank you very much. It's like my goddess necklace. This is a new one. So yeah, rose quartz. Thank you.
Rose quartz for love, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're going to do it the flip way around, aren't we? We're going to start working together on our first link, as opposed to doing individual readings. So shall we get ourselves ready and get things kicked off?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I can still see we've got a few comments just coming through there. We've got Amy Andrews saying, evening all, sorry I'm late. Kids really didn't want to go to bed tonight, love. Well, that's fine. Let them stay up, Amy, and they can watch the show. Oh, bless. So have you got a link? Are you ready to start then, Sarah? Shall we get going?
I thought you might start.
Okay,
and I'll follow, then. And I'll blend in with you.
Okay, right. Let me start off with then. It's really strange because today's been a really special day, because not only is it our celebration for collective consciousness, it's our first year's birthday. It would have also been my lovely dad's birthday today as well, and he's been in spirit for many years. My dad passed over into spirit at the age of 42, God love him. So it would have been dad's birthday today, so I've been sending him lots of loving thoughts, and I even cooked his favourite dinner today, and we had that at home with the kids. And on top of that, my youngest daughter got her GCSE results, which were absolutely fantastic, phenomenal grades. And then my other daughter on Tuesday, she also got her A-level results. So we've had a real fantastic week, and today has not been any different, because although it would have been my dad's birthday, I feel as though I want to work in the energy of a dad here this evening, okay? Because as this gentleman starts to make himself known to me, starts to come that little bit closer and give me an essence and a feel of him, the first thing that I want to say is lung cancer, because I'm hearing lung cancer being called out to me. So I know I've got a cancerous conditions in my lungs with dad, who would have passed over to spirit. Now, as this gentleman blends with me and he gives me a little bit more idea and a little bit more understanding of whom he is, okay, I feel that I want to be reduced in my frame. I don't want this gentleman to be big by any means. I feel that I'm small in my stature, and I feel that I'm fairly short within my height as well, because he's just reducing and shrinking me as he's giving me this information. I know that his frame would have fit and it would have sat particularly well with him. But I also feel as though what I want to do is just bring through the essence of his love for checked shirts, because he wants to change my shirt to a checked pattern as he's working here, okay? I know with this gentleman as well that I feel he would have had a really large Adam's apple, because he takes me into my throat here and he makes my Adam's apple want to swell somewhat. So I know that there would have been quite a defined feature going on in this gentleman's neck, with regards to being in and around his Adam's apple, or indeed if he's trying to just draw my attention and my focus to my Adam's apple for any other reason than that. I feel with this gentleman as well that I wouldn't have been particularly old when I would have made my crossing into spirit as well. And I don't know if you're feeling that yourself there, Sarah, okay? Yeah. But what he is doing with me is he's really just drawing on my breath somewhat. So I know that this lung condition, this lung cancerous condition that he's been placing into my mindset is relevant. And I know that I feel I just need to be re-emphasising that fact as well. I'm not saying his name is George, but I do hear George being called out to me. So I know George must sit particularly well around this gentleman, or indeed around the recipient that can take the information that this gentleman's sharing here with us this evening, okay. I also feel with him as well that there would have been a relatively long build up and process to this gentleman's passing. I don't feel as though this would have been quick or this would have been sudden. He makes me feel here as though this would have been a process that would have been long and it would have been drawn out as well, because as he does that with me, he actually gives me this sensation of fatigue, like spirit generally do when they want me to understand about there being a battle concerned with this illness. I don't know if you've got anything you'd like to start adding in there, Sarah.
No, I know that I've got this protection for whoever I'm protecting. Definitely a dad vibe, you know, like you say. I know that I want to protect it, and especially around at the moment, there's something that's going on. Whoever we're going to be connecting with tonight, Bill, that he wants to bring in that protection, because he was a protector, he was a provider. Absolutely, I want to say, and I feel that he would have wore a hat, but I just feel like he would have wore a hat to I feel like just sort of to hide, you know, you know, he was quite a proud man. He didn't want people to know what he was going through, if that makes sense. I'm wrapped up with a scarf and I've got a cap on, or, you know, or a hat on as well. But yeah, absolutely. But when he was all right, when he was well, I'm a hard-working man, but I've also got this sort of character with him that I want to I don't know if you're getting the same thing, but you know, if I don't know a man, I know a man that can, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I've got this sort of really sort of that sort of energy with him as well. Okay.
I also feel that I just want to be talking about this essence of this gentleman really bringing to the fruition and the forefront of my mind this real sickness, and I feel like I physically want to continuously be sick, and I feel with this as he's placing this upon me, that this would have been something that he absolutely loathed. It really kind of like grated on his nerves. Donna Nolan is saying her dad passed over with lung cancer at the age of 44. Thank you, Donna, for giving us that information. Do let us know as well, my darling, if you can relate to the other additional information that's being brought forth.
Yeah. Okay, I want to say that with the illness, it's something between 2 years, you know, when he was first out, and then obviously the process, 2 years that would have been known with that cancer, you know, but I want to say he just keeps telling me that Donna, if we are connecting to you, there must be concerns. Was he in pain? Was he, you know, but he's just telling me he wants to let you know that he wasn't. He found that peace. And I just feel he's just telling me, now he's telling me that he would have fallen asleep. So I know that's how he would want you to remember, if we're connecting with you, Donna. We've got Michelle as well that could take that as well. And Uncle George. But that's an uncle. Yes. Oh, Dad was 45 and Uncle George. Okay. Okay.
Right, let's see what else I can get here from him. I do feel that I need to be re-emphasising on this condition of being sick as well. I feel quite fearful about this. It's giving me anxiety as I'm actually talking about this. So I know that this would have actually played on this gentleman's mind. I feel he would have been fearful to have been sick. And as I say, he just places that condition on me. So ladies, do let us know if that relates there with you as well. I also want to be taken down into my right arm as well, because he's just placing a level of discomfort in and around my right arm at this moment in time. I feel as though this is going within the physical sense here. So whoever it is that I'm connecting to, I know that I've got some type of issue in and around my right arm at the moment. Donna is saying he did, and she can take everything. Okay, perfect. So in that case, I feel that we should then continue this link, Sarah, with Donna. How do you feel?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel Donna as well. I just want to say there must be a connection to Robert as well, that would be connected to your dad. And I do feel his spirit side as well, but I feel he's an older gentleman, you know, really sort of, I want to say nosy. That's the way that he's coming to me. But getting back to your dad, I know that he loved to be outside. I feel like I would have worked outside as well with him. But I feel like his whole life he's had to take it easy. I feel quite gentle and sort of, you know, that's what I want to say. Just his whole life, he would have taken things very very slowly, or at his own pace. That's what I want to feel. That's what I feel like he's giving me as well, Bill. But I do want to he's bringing in the old records now. You know, like the old LPs. I want to bring in that, and I know that he would have. There'll be memories of him having his old records playing as well around. So I hope that makes sense to you. But I feel like there's still records around as well. Anything else, Bill?
Okay. He's given, Donna's just confirming Robert is his brother. So you've got the link there with regards to the name that was shared with you just a moment ago. And the other thing that I want to say, Donna, and I hope that you can relate to this, please, my darling. I want to get lots of elastic bands. And what I want to do is I want to create one of these bouncy balls. You know, the homemade bouncy balls that we would have created when we were younger as children, where we would wrap elastic bands around and around and around until we created this huge bouncy elastic band ball. He loved playing his records as well. Don the same with feedback there for you as well, Sarah. And he just brings that through to me. I feel as though I want this as a memory link for you, my lovely. I feel as though I want to go down memory lane with this. But what he's doing with it, with me, symbolically, is he's bouncing it and he's really taking it up high. So I know that he's trying to make me understand here that I need to be emphasising to you about setting those goals and those achievements and those objectives higher than where you're placing them right now. It's almost like he's coming forward, as Sarah said, with regards to this protective essence, but he's just coming forward to give you that little bit of that push, a little bit of that boost that you need at this moment in time. But he really wants you to set your standards high here. So I hope that you can understand what it is that he means by that, my darling, and do just relay the information back with us through the comments box there as we move forward here with your message. The other thing that I want to say with this gentleman as well is that I feel that there would be relevance with regards to him always wearing his favourite belt, because he's placing a leather belt around me at this moment in time. All right. But what he's also doing with this belt with me, my darling, is he's taking me along further than what it should do. So I know that he's making me understand about the weight loss, because he's punching additional holes in this belt further down the line. Okay, so he's just giving me an understanding with regards to his condition again prior to him making his journey back home. You're saying, yes, you can understand that. Perfect. Thank you, my darling. But you would also understand this being his favourite belt for some reason, whatever that might be. Again, it's not for me to dissect this information. It's for me to pass to you and hope that you can understand what it is that he's giving here for you, my darling. So just before we send him back off up to the angels, I'm just going to pass over to Sarah, see if she's got anything else that she'd like to add into this message there for you. Yeah, and then we'll see if we can get that gift for her before we send him on his way, Sarah.
Okay, yeah, I just literally want to say, Donna, that he's just saying to me it's okay to close the doors, and I feel like even family here as well, he's just making me aware of that, and it's okay. As long as you're okay and you're doing what you're doing, you're important, but I also, as I say that, I want to just mention there must be another 3, so 4 children. He's making me aware of that. So he's just making me aware of that. But absolutely, he's around you, because I feel like you must smell him. I've got like a whiff of aftershave. I've got Curus or something similar to that. So it's quite a light smell with him. So he's just letting me know that it is him. So don't ever question it. It is him. All right. And he's at peace and he's okay and he's not in any pain anymore. He just wants you to know that, because he keeps bringing that back in as well. What gift are we gonna? What have you got? Anything? Or
well, I've got a lovely custard tart that's been placed in my mouth at this moment in time. You know, Spirit love working with me.
There's 5 children.
Donna saying there's 5 children there. Thank you, Donna. Okay. He just gives me the taste of the egg custard tart there. God love him. So I know that this would have been something that would have been very favourable, that he just wants to bring forward. I always bring up food. I bet they're chatting about food now as well, aren't they, producer Richard, in the chat?
Oh, yeah.
No, we're chatting about food too lot tonight.
I got crisps, so I've got crisps and what's it called? One of those flasks as well. So I believe he would have had love crisps and a flask. So yeah, there you go. I joined in with the food.
So Donna, I hope that relates with you, my darling. Please do take his love, and God bless you for working with myself and Sarah. And we'll leave his love with you, my darling. God bless you. Thank you. And I can see we've got the lovely Yvonne Jackson who's joining us, saying good evening, everyone. Hello there to you, Yvonne. Nikki Stainsby. Hello, Richard, Bill and Sarah. And we've got Kerry Ahern. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. It doesn't matter if you're late, Kerry, because it's been completely bonkers and mad here for about the first 10 minutes, so don't worry about that. And we've got Karen Walsh who's saying good evening, Bill, and Sarah, good evening to you, Karen. Sarah, would you like to say a few hellos there?
Hello, Natasha. Oh, looks like you're from America, so welcome. Lovely to have you here. Hello, Louise. Lovely to have you, and thank you very much for your message. Thank you. And Dominic Smith says, haha, food. Yeah, I haven't had any dinner. You've had a big dinner tonight, Bill. I haven't.
I have.
Thank you very much, Angela. Thank you. Holly?
Holly Johnson, beautiful message. P.S. I've got cinnamon swirls in the oven as I type.
Oh, I can smell them. I can smell them.
Oh, bless you. There we go. They're all starting on the food wagon now. Sally's saying she's got chocolate mini rolls. Right. Well, that's enough about food. We're going to start communicating with another loved one in spirit. And this is the essence of this show. This is the fantastic beauty of this show. For those of you that are new, that might be watching for the first time here, Sarah and I are in completely different parts of the United Kingdom. Sarah's all the way in Sussex and I'm all the way in sunny Surrey. And we link in with our guides and hope that our guides take us to your loved one. And there's evidence that it just happened. So shall we go for another one, Sarah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who you got?
I've got a lady that's coming in, and I want to say she's probably about my height, actually, about 5'4", a little bit cuddlier, I want to say, as she builds her energy with me. Okay. And I know as she blends her energy with me, I feel like I've got, she feels like a mum here, but I know that she's definitely a nan. And I know that I've got issues going on with, I feel like my tummy, it's coming up in my chest. I know there was issues going on here. I want to say I'm a strong lady, though. Her character, she builds her personality with me. I'm a strong lady. Nothing phases me, but I'm also strong in my will. I want to give it as good as it is, and no one, I do what I want, that sort of attitude. But I love life as well, and I love people. So I know, as she says that to me, I know if I go back into my time in my life, I've had some situations that I've had to pull myself through there. Okay, I know I'm hearing Mary, but I don't know if that's her name, but I know that I'm hearing Mary, and I know something about December and her passing in December as well there with her. Okay. Okay, my fingers go. Every time my fingers go, I know that I'm always, someone would have played the piano that would have been in the family as well. So that's just my sign from spirit. But I just want to say, I want to connect. It's definitely a lady I'm connecting to. But yeah, I want to connect to her. Anything, Bill? Mary Hughes can take that.
Right. So if Mary Hughes can take that, then I am going to allow you to continue with this message if you feel drawn to Mary, because we are related. So I can't add into that. Tracy's also saying sounds like her mum. Angela Ketchell saying my mum's name is Mary as well. So ladies, if you are relating, then you need to let us know what are the parts of the information it is that you're relating.
So that can break it down a bit. Yeah. I
got, as you were tinkling like this with your fingers, I felt as though I wanted to be stood around the piano and I wanted to be singing songs with this lady. Okay, and with this lady as well, the way that I'm blending with her and the way that I'm connecting with her, I feel as though I just want to be tilted forward somewhat a little bit as well. So I feel that there was a little bit of a distortion to this lady's frame as she starts blending here with me. Tracy's saying father-in-law played the piano. What was the previous message to that, please, Richard? And Nana's name was Mary and also passed in December. Tracy, I don't know if you can take the other parts of the information that's just come forward here with regards to there being this memory with regards to standing around that piano with this lady singing, this distortion to this lady's frame. So I know that I'm a little bit out of sorts. I'm a little bit out of sync with regards to my physicality that I stand. Mariah is saying, I can take that my mum's name is Maria. She passed in 2nd of November and she was having chest problems and never told anybody. Okay. I don't know where you feel that you're going with the person that's coming forward to receive the message. But for me, I certainly felt as though there was a bit of a tie-in where Tracy was concerned with regards to the feel of that message, the essence of that message. I don't know about you.
Yeah, the lady that I've got definitely had the issues with her tummy and the chest, you know, like as if there's something going on in her tummy and it was affecting like acid, but worse than acid, if that makes sense. That sickness was there. But I also had something wrong with my right leg. I feel it feels quite sore and quite ulcerated, if that makes sense. But a gem of a lady, you know, and really ain't scared to tell. Well, she's honest. And I love honest people, and I love, you know, but I know that she liked a little bit of a gossip as well. I like to know what people are doing. I'm nosy, and if that person won't tell me, I'm going to go to someone else. So I'm always a little bit of a curtain twitcher. Yes, stomach issues. Thank you very much. Absolutely. Thank you, Tracy. Okay. Okay, Tracy, I'm just asking her like why she's here, and she's just coming in because I know that as I say that she's putting her hands on your shoulders. I just feel like she's just bringing that healing, but also that little bit of strength that you're needing right now, just to give you that push forwards, if that makes sense. Because I just feel like at the moment everything's, I want to say struggle for you, but but I just want to say that she's with you, and she's pushing you and she's giving that healing. But she's also making me feel, encouraging you to be still as well at the moment, if that makes sense. Okay. And there's someone on the earth is suffering with their teeth as well, that she's making me aware of as well. So anything else, Bill?
I want to be really chintzy with this lady, okay, because she takes me to the old-fashioned fabric light shades that would have hung in the rooms, you know, on the wire. It would have been the fabric ones with all of the little tassely bits that would have actually hung off of them, okay, and they were like U-shaped going all the way around. She shows that to me here as she brings it forward, but I feel very chintzy with her as well. So Tracy, do let me know if you understand this information. As I mean chintzy, or what I'm talking about chintzy, is that I know that I've got a lot of this like lace doily type of setup that's within my living room area, and I've also got the crocheted blankets that would go over the backs of the furniture as well with this lady. I feel that these would have been something that this lady would have actually have created herself as well, okay. I feel that it is crocheted. I don't feel as though they're knitted. I feel as though it's crocheted. She's also saying to you, Sarah, here that she has teeth issues, so just giving a little bit of feedback with regards to what it is that you picked up on there so far. Tracy saying, oh yes, I remember, Bill. Fantastic. Do let me know if you also can relate to the reason why I want to crochet these blankets and place them over the back of the furniture as well, please, Tracy, because I feel this would have been something this lady would have been indeed have done. And I also feel that they would have been very multicoloured. I don't feel as though they would have been uniforms. So I know with this lady that she would have been very practical with what it was that she had to hand, you would understand. So she had odd bits of wool. She would have tied them all in together rather than going out and having additional expense buying other bits. So she just gives me a great understanding here as she works that little bit closer with me, that she would have actually been very practical. She would have been very, very penny pinching around the home. She would have had a very humble environment, you would understand as well. You can also understand that there would have been all of those brass ornaments as well that this lady takes me to. And I feel as though what I want to do is place them around the fireplace, okay? I've got an old-fashioned fireplace that she shows me within my mind here, okay? She's actually showing me it in a tanned, tiled colour. So I don't know if you can relate to that as well there, please, Tracy. But I feel that this would have been an open fire indeed, she makes me understand, because I can smell it as well as she places that image within my mind here. I also know that she just takes me back to these brass pieces of ornaments that would have actually been sat on the sides and the tops of this fireplace there, okay? And I feel as though I've got to make reference to either a pear or an apple-shaped piece of brass ornate furniture, because she just places an apple and a pear within my mind here as well. So I hope that you can understand what she's doing there with me as well. Okay, and I feel as well that I just need to talk about the relevance of reading tea leaves as well. So can you please let me know if this relates to you as well there, Tracy, because she's just given that to me in like a Formula One fashion. It all just came out. And you're saying absolutely correct in colour, Bill. Okay. It'd be interesting to know whether or not that brass ornament with the apple or the pear actually sits and relates with you as well there, my darling. Over to you for a minute, Sarah.
Yeah. Oh, there's something, Tracy, there's something about your Nan's lips. There's, you know, her lips were thin. You know, I feel like she would have had to, when she put her lipstick on, I feel like I've had to make my lips a bit more plumper. Yeah, there's something about her lips, and she used to mention that she didn't have very full lips. So I hope you can take that, that she keeps making me aware of. But I know that she's telling me that she's met with John that would be up there, and I do feel he was an uncle or her brother, so to you. But I do also, I also feel like she did read tea leaves. You knew that, Bill.
Good.
Okay, and now I just want to say, she's also bringing me some healing for someone on the earth as well regarding their tummy issues as well. And she's just saying that it will be okay. But I just feel like as she does that with me, I feel like there's some anxiety or that sort of issues that's going on at the moment. And she's just making me just say it will all come together. It will start to settle down. Okay. But I do feel like she's showing me someone's making a chart. Yeah, she had small lips. I know she did. Okay, she's just making a chart. You know, if someone's making like a food diary or something as well. Because I feel like I've got stuff at the top and a chart. I just feel like I need to remember to do this chart with someone. I hope that makes sense to you, Tracy. But absolutely, Gem, and I just want to say that she's putting like a twinkle in my eye, so I know that this love and this connection for you and her is just strong, and it will be forever. And she just wants to say thank you, Tracy, for everything that you've done near the end of her life. You know, and she's showing me you helping you with her leg, with her stockings, you know, like those pop sock stockings, and you just taking care of her. And she's just saying, you know, you've done more than you should have done. We do that for family, but you did more than you should have done, and she's very grateful for that. Anything else, Bill?
I'm just getting a parting gift, but I feel as though I'm going down memory lane. I feel this is something that would have been or still is within the physical here, whether this is in Tracy's possession or indeed with a member of the family. But I do have a miraculous Mary ornate statue that she brings forward here and she places within my hands. I know that with this statue that this would have been actually beside me, but she makes me feel as though this would have been beside me when I was in my bed. Okay, so I know that this would have been placed within the bedroom or indeed beside this lady's bed, especially towards the back end of her life. I know it's important to talk about miraculous Mary as well, so I know that this would have been a faith belief, and I know that she would have been expecting Mary to have been waiting to receive her when she made her crossing over into spirit, because she just talks to me about that, and she just shows and she places that within my hand. So I'm going to leave that with Tracy as a parting gift, a parting gesture from this lady, and just say God bless you, Tracy, and thank you so much for giving myself and Sarah the opportunity of working with you. Sarah, I don't know if you've got anything else you want to add to that before I close off.
I just literally got a pearl, but it's like in the shell, you know, in the shell. And I just want to say that symbolically, she's just saying that you've got everything that you need within you. Remember how precious you are. And thank you very much for working with me. Thank you. Bless you.
Wonderful. And Tracy's just saying she has that in her loft. I'm assuming that that's the Mary ornate statue. And I think she actually did confirm as well throughout the reading that there was that brass ornate fruit ornament as well, which is fantastic. So we know that we were on the correct link by continuing to work with Tracy there. I know there were a few people that could relate to some of that information, and if you could, guys, then please take from that message what it is that you can. Right, we've got a few more people saying hello there. Sarah, do you want to start off?
Yeah, hello Karen, welcome. Lovely to have you here. Hi Ruth, welcome. That's a lovely picture of you smiling. I love smiley faces. Hello Millie, welcome. Hello Cynthia, where's that from? Texas. Okay, oh, welcome. Wow.
We've also got Kelly Walsh saying hello there to you, Kelly. Thanks for joining, my lovely. Marion Claiborne, hello, evening from Norfolk. Good evening to you there, my lovely. Barbara Curry's also with us. Hello to you, Barbara. And Cheryl Johnson saying hi to both of you. Don't forget, guys, please do share Spiritual Psychics TV out there to all of your social media platforms. Help us grow, help us reach as many people as we possibly can here this evening. And on all of our subsequent other shows that we have on the channel. Do come and check the channel out. There's a show, at least one show on a day, if not more. There's always something on this channel for everybody. And the good thing about it is it's absolutely free. So please do come over to the website and check us out over there. Righty-ho, what have we got coming up on the channel tomorrow, Producer Richard? Oh, we've got lovely Lel Hawkins who's with us as well. Hello, good evening to you, Lel. And Stacey Ann Bender from New York, thank you for joining.
Wow.
Good to have you. Oh, tomorrow evening is the VIP trance evening, I'm just being told. So for those of you that may not be aware regarding our VIPs are our very important peoples here on Spiritual Psychics TV, where they make a monthly donation of just £1.50, and that gives them exclusive access to shows that are not streamed like this evening's via the social media platforms. So I believe, will that be on a Zoom link, Producer Richard? It will be on a Zoom link, and obviously all the VIPs will get the accessible links sent out to them in their personal inbox folders online. So do check out, if you'd like to become a VIP member, guys, just go over to the Spiritual Psychics TV website and you'll find all of the information of how you can donate and become a member there. Okie dokie. Right, Sarah, shall we go for another link?
Yeah.
Have you got anyone with you just yet?
I've got a younger energy that's blending with me, and I know that this young gentleman, I want to say he's late 20s, and he would have taken his own life. Absolutely, Jem. If I look at him, he's so handsome. I want to say that his hair would have been like a blondie, mousy colour, and it's like as if it's got like a quiff at the front as he blends his energy with me. I'm hearing the name Reese. As he blends his energy with me, but I don't know if that's his name, but I know that his hair and he's just absolutely handsome, and I know he took his own life. He's just making me feel that he got caught up in something and he didn't know how to get out of it. That's what he's making me feel. He just didn't know how to get out of it. There wasn't any way. There was either one way and he's saying it was the easy route, but he knows now, being in the spirit side, that it wasn't the easy route because of all the things that he's seen while he's been in the spirit world. I want to say he's quite tall. I want to say lovely build on him. You know, he's quite strong and quite healthy. I want to say, as I look at him, I know that he's showing me that he would have worn like sort of jeans. I've got trainers on, but I would have worn jumpers. I don't see a young boy. I don't see a lot of young boys, but yeah, I just want to say I've got a jumper on it, and it's like got a V-neck on him, but that's the way he's making me aware of. Okay. Okay.
You've got Millie B that's saying she can take this message. So Millie, please do let us know what it is that you're relating to.
You can,
there,
yeah.
My
yeah.
lovely.
Yeah, I just want to say that.
Not the name Reese, but I had a friend, Scott, who took his own life, was young and handsome.
Okay. It's his hair, though, because he was quite particular about his hair, you know, and this crispy thing at the front or whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it now. But yeah, it's got a bit, the way that he would just stand up. And there's something about his eyes. He's got bright blue eyes or something there, something about his eyes that would just stand out with him. Yeah, but I want to say I love sport. You know, I loved every sort of sport. I've got a bit of rugby with him. I've got a bit of tennis with him. You know, and yeah, I'm absolutely yeah, that's what he's making me feel. But it's mentioned in June. June would be an important time if I'm connecting with you, Millie. June would be important to you or him, I wouldn't say. But Reese definitely connects in somewhere with him, if that makes sense. Are you picking up anything, Bill?
I'm feeling really anxious as I'm actually blending into this energy here. Okay, so I know that there would have been a great level of anxiety that would have sat around this young gentleman prior to him taking his life. I feel as though with him that the build up to him passing, making his crossing over to spirit, I feel as though there would have been a heavy influence of others that would have been around me. But these others are making me feel incredibly anxious. He makes me understand. Okay, so I know that there's an element, I feel as though I want to say there would have been an element of bullying or somebody being very, very disloyal to this gentleman, and it put him in a particularly dark frame of mind. That's where he takes me with my feeling as he starts to work with me somewhat here. Millie's saying he didn't have a quiff, no, but yes to the very bright blue eyes. Julie's saying she can take him, Jimmy, dark hair to the side. Okay, Julie and Millie, do let us know if you can relate to the additional information that's being brought forward here. Dawn saying, I'm just tagging my friend. I know a young Reese who took his own life. Okay, Dawn, let's hope then that your friend can join the link and hopefully this information may relate. But I do feel as though I have to re-emphasize the fact that I do feel very, very anxious around him. And this would be very out of character because he makes me understand as he starts to talk away with me here, okay, that he would have been a confident individual, okay. Millie's saying, yes, he was abused when he was young, God love him, okay. I would have had this level where I would have actually have felt relatively confident with this young man, okay, but it's almost as though there was this side to him, and I feel this side would have been very concealed as well. I don't feel a lot of people would have been exposed to it, where it actually took him down a completely different pathway. There was another message, Producer Richard, from Millie prior to the one that was on the screen.
Yeah, about the being in jail. He took his own life in jail, and that's what I felt like. He chose to take his own life rather than be in jail. I should have said that, but obviously I can't give that as evidence, but that's what I said. I felt like he took it that way because he didn't want to spend the rest of his life in jail. So I should have said that before, so I can't give that as evidence, but yeah, that's what I felt.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I do feel as well that there's an element with him where I feel a little bit hot-headed, okay, because he's just working with me at this moment in time. incredibly hot. So I know that I would have been hot-headed, and I feel as though if we're working with Millie, and it feels right to be referring to Millie with me now, Sarah, I feel that I just want to say that, you know what, that stint, that time that he would have spent in jail, okay, it wouldn't have done him any favours. It would have actually have characteristically changed him somewhat. And I feel as though I would have been very explosive as well with this gentleman there. And he just wants to bring the essence of that forward. I feel as well, though, that I need to be very endearing. I feel with him as he starts to work with me that I want to reach out. I still want to talk to Mum. So I feel as though Mum's still on the earth plane here. And I just want to just let Mum know that I'm okay. And I feel as though I need to say that word okay. I feel okay would have been one of these like favourable type of words where people would have said something, he would have been, yeah, okay, or yeah, okie dokie. It's that type of character that he's starting to work with me here. Millie saying, but he did have a lovely heart as well, absolutely. So yeah, that's what I'm just getting with him, Sarah. I don't know if there's anything else that you can add to his message there for the lovely Millie.
Yeah, Millie, I just want to say that he would do anything for anyone, you know, as it, you know, and I know that he would do anything for anyone, and I know that that doing everything for anyone did get him in a lot of trouble through his life, but you know, if he didn't, like, again, I know that if he couldn't do it, he would find someone else to do it. You know, he would always go out of his way over and above, because he just didn't want people to go through what he went through. And, you know, that he just literally wanted people to have a good life. You know, it was all about the good life. But he was very, if you looked at him, you wouldn't have thought that, you know, he was so confident. But if you looked at him, you wouldn't have known that, you know, what was going on the inside, bless him. Very kept it to himself, you know, even though, bless him, he does miss,
I just want to finish this message off if I can, Millie, with you. Yeah, yes, oh my God, we'll tell his mum. I'm so happy he's okay. Thank you, darling. I just want you to bring forward the essence of yellow roses, because he's placing a bunch of yellow roses in my hands here that I want to be bringing forward for Mum, okay? Now, when I work with colours, yellow's a very uplifting colour for me anyway, so spiritually I know we need to be placing lots of upliftment around Scott's mum at this moment in time. But I feel as though the yellow is of some significance. He was amazing. I hope he is okay where he is, and we all miss him so much. And yes, that's so true. God bless you. Thank you very much, my darling. So could you please just speak with Mum on his behalf, my darling, and just bring forward the essence of those yellow roses that he brings forward. They're hand-tied as well, okay? They're hand-tied with a white bow. So I feel as though he's trying to place this within my memory as though this would have been something that would have been physical, that Mum will absolutely relate to where these flowers are concerned. And I'm going to leave my love and his love with you. And I'm just going to pass over to Sarah to finish off.
Yeah,
lovely.
Yeah, someone must have had a tattoo or talking about a tattoo in his memory, and it's something to do with an arrow, if you can find out or know of. But he's just mentioning the tattoo that's in his memory, and he likes it, you know, and he just that's it really, and he's just saying thank you for he's, you know, being here, and take his love and give love to his mum, and I want to say brother as well there as well. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. That was lovely. Thank you, Sarah. Right, I need to go. Okay. And again, if there was anybody that was able to relate to some of the info in that message, again, please do take from that what you can. Amy, I can see now, is just coming up on screen. I know a Reese who took his own life. Oh, bless you. So, Amy, please do take from that message what you can, because this is Spirit's way of reaching not just one person, but several others as well. That's the beauty of these platforms. And Dawn saying, Amy is here now, who knows who took his own life. So, guys, you might have to maybe watch that playback and see if that relates to you in some way as well. And indeed, if it does, please take that love, guidance and comfort that came through on that message there as well. I've got the most amazing bundle of energy who wants to connect with me at this moment in time. She's really, really cheeky, this lady, all right? And she's as she's coming in close to me, she's saying, hello, darling. So I know that I want to be really really kind of like Cockney slang with this lady. Hello, darling, she's saying to me as she's starting to come close here. Now, as she starts to make herself known to me, she starts to make me understand a little bit about her. I want to be short with this lady. I want to be rounded with this lady. I want to be really bubbly with this lady. I want to have dark hair. I want to have dark curly hair, but dark being the operative word, because there would have been the use of a bottle that would have helped colour it. You would understand with this lady. I feel with her as well, she starts to show me her face, that I want to have heavily made up eyes. I want to have quite a heavily made up face, but it's with darker coloured makeup with this lady, which doesn't match the personality, you would understand. Okay. I also feel with her as well that I took a tan particularly well, because she's just showing me her skin and she looks lovely and tanned, this lady. So I know she would have been a lover of the sun. She would have adored being outside. She would have worshipped those sun rays. I've got pristine nails with this lady as well, because she takes me to my hands as she's starting to work with me. These weren't false nails, she's telling me here, ladies. These were not false nails. These were her own nails, she's telling me. And she's given me one of the nail files to start doing my own nails with. And I'm saying to her, I think we've gone as far as we can with the nails there now, my lovely. All right. But I know I just want to bring the emphasis that they were her own nails, and she was very proud of them as well. I know with this lady that she would have had a ring for every finger as well, because she's just showing me lots of sparklies on my fingers as she's starting to draw my attention to my hands here as well. And I know with this lady as well, for some reason she wants to place a gold sovereign coin around my neck on a chain. Okay, so she's giving me a gold sovereign coin around my neck on a chain that she wants me to bring forward. I feel as though I need to connect this to the person who wants to take the message. They would have this within their possession, or somebody who's very close by to them would have this piece of jewellery. I don't know if you've got anything with this lady, Sarah, that you'd like to add?
I just know that she's a fiery, busy, always on the go lady, you know, always want to know, but, you know, like I had earlier, I want to know what everyone's doing, but I also want to be a part of everything. You know, I know that with her as she blends her energy. But I just want to say that when she had to slow down, it really changed her. It changed her energy. I've got like a little bit of confusion, so I feel like I was in a lot of pain, bless her. But literally, my words, I'm repeating myself that she's making me aware. I know that with her. But yeah, quite fiery. But I want to say she loved to bake, but she'd rather be out. I want to be with that social, you know, I want to be around everyone else's house and let them cook with her as well. But yeah, I like to be part of I want to say big part of the community. Always had a door open for anyone as well. Yeah, she's just making me feel that she would do anything for anyone too. Absolutely gem of a lady. But I know that with her hair, you said it was curly, didn't you? But I believe that she would have had it permed as well to make it curly. Yes. So going back with that, so I know that it was permed, so I know that she would have had to get that done quite regular. But when she went out, she would, like you said, she was all full up with makeup, but she also had to dress a certain way as well. They can't see me in me rollers and me, you know, me dressing gown on. They've got to see me a certain way. And yeah. And
lovely. We got some feedback there from Stacey Ann.
Gold necklace.
Gold necklace. What was the message prior to that, please, Richard? There we go. Sounds like my grandmother. I also have that necklace. That was hers. Okay, so Stacey's just confirming. She dyed her hair black. Wonderful. Anything else there, Richard? Okay, thank you very much. I also want to say as well with this lady that as she takes me into her home, I'm getting the essence of, you know, the fabric conditioner, the smell of fabric conditioner. So I know with this lady that when she would have washed her clothes, she would have hung them up within the house. I feel as though they would have been put up on the door frames. All right, because I've just got the lovely smell and the essence of that clean washing that she's done. But I feel as though it's within the home. I also feel with this lady as well that I just want to be on one level with her. Okay, so I feel as though my home would have been on one level, or indeed I would have been restricted to one level with her as well. Cheryl's saying, Bill, Sarah, have you an initial with her name, please? Can I have an initial with this lady's name? D's just dropped straight into my head, but I don't know whether or not that's going to relate with you there, Cheryl. But D, for some reason, has just dropped into my mind as I've just read your message there. I also feel as well with this lady that, you know what, she loved the softness of carpet. I feel as though I'm really treading in very deep pile carpet with this lady. I feel very comfortable as I'm walking around within her home. She's taking me around her home at this moment in time. Ju Powell, sounds like your nan. Okay, Ju, do let us know if there's any other of the information you relate to there, my lovely. Okay. And I also feel with this lady as well that I would have worn oversized cardigans, okay, but I feel that they would have been like the 3/4 length ones as well, because she just takes them down beyond my waist and she makes them feel as though they're stopping at my knees as she's placing it upon me. But again, I feel with this lady she would have been very favourable with wearing the darker coloured clothing, so that it matched that look that she had going on. And again, as I say, it's almost like chalk and cheese with regards to the personality that we have going on here with her as well. I also want to be taken in and around my throat area with this lady for whatever reason that might be. I don't know if you've got that, Sarah.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's just taken me up into my throat at this moment in time. So I know that if this isn't placed with this lady, then it is indeed with the recipient who's going to take this message here this evening. And that's all that I've got with this lady at this moment in time. So I'm going to hand over to you.
Yeah, she loved her home. Okay. I just want to say with this lady, I keep hearing Lily, but I thought it's like Lil. So I know that connection would be there somewhere, whoever we're connecting with. And I want to talk about April. And as I say that, I know there's lots of love and lots of emotion. So April would have been a passing as well with her, around her. Okay. But I did get, she's just making me aware of the frustration that changed her. Her personality changed. Couldn't be fiery. I couldn't be out with people, and literally that confusion. So someone's going to be able to understand that confusion and that personality change with her. But when she was well, she was like, I want to dance, I loved a bit of, I want to say, a bit of jiving, that rock and roll and that with her. But I also, if I go back, I know, and she just literally, but whoever this is with Stacey Ann, I want to say there must be dancing. You're dead. Now I've set it out there. Okay, and also whoever I'm connecting with, they must have loved dancing as well, and still love dancing as well. I hope that we haven't thrown that out, and we're still on the same link there.
I just need to bring the essence of wiring a plug. Wiring a plug. Blue to the left, brown to the right, green and yellow up to the middle, and screwing this plug together. And for some reason, she wants to show me a Hoover, but a real old-fashioned Hoover, one of the long upright ones where the bags would have actually have inflated. Can you remember the old-fashioned Hoovers?
It's a Hoover, right? Actually made by Hoover, wasn't it?
Okay, so I'm going with that, but she's showing me a plug for whatever reason that might be, and how to wire a plug. So I hope that sits well with whomever it is that takes this message, and the essence of wanting to bring this Hoover through. And it's really funny because she's showing me the wire, the electrical wire, and I've got a bit of tape that's wrapped around it as well that she wants to show me here. I'm getting that, it's bonkers. But she's just bringing that forward as again, another piece of information that she just wants me to share here. Okay, but I do feel really hot with this lady as well, and generally that's my trigger for an infection that would have been present prior to passing as well. Stacey Ann saying yes to what, darling? Let us know what it is you're saying yes to, please, my sweetheart. I feel for me that this message should sit with Stacey Ann. I don't know how you feel with that, Sarah, but I felt drawn to Stacey Ann all throughout this message here. Yeah. So I just want to work on the essence with this lady just for a few seconds more, because I feel as though I just want to go into somewhat of a personal message here for Stacey Ann. Stacey Ann, it's almost like she's sharing words of wisdom here with me. She's making me feel inspired to actually just want to share this now. And it's all about that self-belief and self-love okay? And she takes me into my own mindset. She takes me back as to where I would have felt a little while back, a few years back, where I wasn't in the best of places, but it was all about that discovery, my own self-discovery, about finding my own self-love and my own self-worth. And I feel as though I need to be inspired to say that to you here at this moment in time, darling. And I feel this is the reason why this lady's made this connection here this evening, just to kind of like get you to look in the mirror and be appreciative of whom it is that's looking back at you right now there, darling. So I'm wrapping you up at this moment in time with lots and lots of pink cotton wool, pink for love and blue for healing as well. I'm just going to bring forward there for you. And I'm going to leave my love with you on this message and just pass over to Sarah to finish off there with you, my lovely.
Yeah, I just want to say she's bringing me the scent of rose, but I feel like she's just trying to say to stop and smell the roses, you know, maybe just stop and look what you've got around you, you know, because she's just making you aware to just remember you've got more around you than you're looking at, if you like, you're noticing, and that you are loved and you are on that right, you know, in that right place. But just take a time to notice those blessings that are around you, like smelling the flowers, noticing the birds, and just knowing that you are, you know, you are loved and you've got a lot around you. But yeah, I hope that makes sense to you. But beautiful lady, lovely energy, Bill. I just want to get up and move around with her. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. But before she goes, I just literally want to mention, you know, like those penny, you know, like the overall land, is it what do they call them? You know what they put, yeah, penny, you know, but the one that you wear over, like an overall-y type ones, rather not a little penny, but the one over you. Yeah, she's showing me herself in one of those, and I feel it was made as well, so by her. Okay, thank you very much for working with me. Yeah,
lovely. We've got lovely Rachel from Rachel G Palmistry. Rachel does all of the palmistry and tarot readings here on SPTV. Hello there to you, Rachel, all the way over in America. Lovely for you to join the show this evening. Sarah Mills. Hello, Sarah. How are you, my lovely? Thanks for joining. And Christine Stewart saying good evening. Sarah, do you want to say a few hellos there?
Yeah. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. Hello, Julie. Lovely love hearts there. Hello, Jennifer. Howdy.
Howdy.
Hello, Anthony. Lovely to have you here. Hi, Sheila. I love all those lights and sparkles around you. And Heather, welcome, Heather.
And Elise as well. Hello there to you. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, I am conscious of time. And Stacey's just given us a little bit more feedback. My aunt and I were just talking about smelling the roses. How lovely is that? So, Stacey, do take all of that love that she stepped forward with here for you this evening, and we will leave her love there with you. So, I am conscious of time. It's gone that quick already, Sarah.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining me here once again on Collective Consciousness and celebrating our first year's birthday. Shall we just see if we can squeeze another message in just before we go? Is that all right with you, Producer Richard? Because we've got all these lovely people that have joined us here tonight in celebration. So let's see if we... One more link through just before we sign off for this evening. Okay, let's see where we're going with this. Do you want me to start off, Sarah?
Yeah, go on.
All right, okay. Right, I'm getting Dole or Dolly straight away. Dole or Dolly? Dole or Dolly? I've got the name that's come through, and I don't generally get lots of names. As those of you know who watch me, I don't get particularly a lot of names with spirit, but I know I've got Dole or Dolly being called to me. And as this name's being called to me, I do have the understanding of the essence of a lady that joins me. Very small framed, very slim in her stature. In fact, I want to say that she was very petite within her stature, this lady, okay? She would have been very, very small framed. I feel with this lady as well, she starts to work with me, starts to give me a bit more of an understanding about herself. Okay, I feel as though I would have had long hair with this lady, but you would not have known how long it was, because I feel that she would have wrapped it up and tied it at the back of her head here. Okay, because that's where she takes me with it. It is greying. I have to be honest. She is showing it to me in a greying colour. I know that this lady's showing me herself in a very good age. I know that she would have passed over spirit. She would have lived a really good earthly life. This lady, I know I'm acknowledging that she would have been a grandmother. I know I'm acknowledging that she would have been a mother. I know I'm also acknowledging that she would have been an aunt, and she's emphasised the fact of aunt to me. So I feel as though maybe we're making an aunt, niece or nephew communication link here this evening, but we'll see how we go and how the message unfolds as I continue. I know with the person that needs to connect with this lady, you will understand about her touching your nose, because she's touching my nose. She's not leaving it alone at this moment in time. She's playing around with the nose constantly. So I know that you will be very, very mindful and understanding of spirit, and indeed this lady being around you. And that would be your trigger. This would be your understanding, where she actually plays with your nose there as well. I know with this lady as well that I feel as though I'm very drawn in. I feel as though I'm very withdrawn as well within my cheeks. She makes me understand. She gives me an essence and a feeling about how she would have passed, that she would have actually put up a battle with this lady. I know that there's a cancerous condition that this lady is making me conscious of, because she's placing a metallic taste within my mouth. And again, that's my trigger from spirit to bring forward the link of cancer here. Julie, you can take Dolly. She was 96. She was your mum's best friend. Okay, Julie, was she referred to as Auntie Dolly, please?
We've got Linda.
You've got Auntie Doll that you can relate to. Let me know that you can understand all of the information this lady's been bringing forward here, please, ladies, so we know who we are on the right vein of the message for. Sarah, what have you got with this lady, please?
Yeah, I know that as she blends her energy with me, I know my bones hurt. I know that I've got some sort of arthritis. I'm really like frail with her, but I'm very definitely petite, you know, and she's just making me feel like my clothes are big, bless her, as she puts them on me, you know, not on me, but yeah, as she shows them to me. But she's also talking about she didn't have a lot. She wasn't a materialistic woman, but didn't have a lot. But what I did have, I loved. I want to say I looked after. But I know that there must have been. But she did have pearls, and I know that they would be still here in someone's possession. That's what she's making me aware of. Did like to cook, and I do all those sort of things. But another honest lady. Don't mince words with anyone. She was just, you take me as you find me. This is me. And yeah, family was majorly important to her, like it is for most people. But she's just saying family. I had a big family. She's mentioning 12, so I don't know if there's a family of 12 or something, but I know that she had a big family with her. Hopefully we're on the same link, Bill.
Okay. She's been a bit naughty here with me. I'm saying, are you sure you want me to say that word? And she said, yeah, so I'm gonna. So she says to me, I'm not sitting on that bloody commode. So I'm sorry if that causes offence, everybody. But she says to me that she's not sitting on that commode in that fashion, all right? So I know that there would be a pet hate with this commode that this lady's trying to show me right now, okay? And I'm very independent. I'm still very, very independent, all the way right up to my passing with her. I know that you picked up on that essence, Sarah, with regards to her, you know, kind of like feeling worn or a little bit drained. And I get that, I feel that, and I understand it. But I've got this real ferocious independence with regards to her. Karen's saying, Gran had arthritis and lost a lot of weight. What Gran had she treasured? I have her pearls, straight talking. Okay. Who else have we got that's popped messages up there, please, Richard? Karen, family was her life. So that's from Karen King, who's relating to that. She had 12 grandchildren. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And can Karen also relate to the doll or the dolly as well? Linda's saying that she had 7 siblings. Okay, Linda. That's Linda Wilson watching via Facebook. Lowell really sounds like my gran with the commode. We're with Karen, as far as I'm concerned. So we'll continue to work and finish this message with the lovely Karen King if we can. And for those of you that can take from this message what you can, please do so, guys. Okay. And Julie's just saying she could take everything except for the cancer. I do feel that it was a cancerous condition, I have to be honest, because that's the way that spirit trigger me when they bring the information forward there. But yeah, I feel that she would have been a real bit of a character, especially towards the end of her life here, Karen, you would understand, okay? I feel as though the real naughty side to her would have come out, okay, because she didn't have anything to care or worry about anymore. That's the way that she's saying it to me. She's being really, really straight talking here with me as she's blending her energies with me. Okay, and I know as well with this lady that she's just saying to me, oh, vol-au-vents, they're posh, aren't they? So I know that she's making reference to some type of scenario that I need to be playing out in your mind with regards to vol-au-vents and them being really posh or feeling really posh, serving up vol-au-vents, maybe for the first time here, you would understand. And I do want to go with the prawn ones because she's making me taste the prawn and smell the Murray Rose sauce that goes with it for some reason. But she makes me feel really posh as she's made me say that information there as well. I feel as though what she wants me to do is she wants to just take me into fonder memories, fonder memory links. I feel as though, as you touched on 12 and you said about grandchildren, Sarah, I felt that I wanted to go to the month of 12 and I wanted to go into December. Okay, so I feel that these vol-au-vents or this vol-au-vent scenario I've got to take to Christmas time here as well. Karen's saying definitely naughty. Absolutely, that's what she's doing in the way that she's working here with me at the minute. And I feel like she would have just blurted out and bursted out with a bit of laughing, but it would have been a bit of a like, ah! And she would have really have made that like noise as she's done it as well, because she's just doing that with me here as well. But I feel as though this would have been when she would have actually been laid out in the bed there as well. Don't her daughter used to make vol-au-vents? Grandma hated them. Perfect. Thank you. I know she's bringing it forward for a reason. If she's made you smile, my lovely, then that's absolutely perfect. Let me know about her blurting out and being a bit noisy. And I feel as though it's in the bed, as I say, because she's laying in the bed here beside me. And she's taking full advantage of me here tonight, let me tell you.
I want to say she loved the man, though. She liked looking at the men as well, you know. I want to say that's what I feel with her. Yeah, she loved to look at those good-looking ones. Sorry, Bill.
Well, what are you saying? I'm ugly or what?
No.
I know she's being a bit saucy. That's all I can say, Karen. And I know that she just really wants to bring the emphasis of that side of her character into the fruition of your mind here at this moment in time. So I know the reason why she's doing this is because she just wants to place a smile upon your face. She wants to give you a little bit of a giggle at this moment in time. I know as well she was very noisy in hospital and had to go to the side room. That's why I've got this blurting that's coming out and why she was placed in the bed there. That's absolutely fine. But as long as you can understand that there, my lovely, as well. And for some reason as well, I'm just going to say it and I'm going to hand over to Sarah because I'm not going to go any further with it because she's been very naughty with me. But for some reason, she's now talking to me about tuna and cucumber. All right. She's given me prawn vol-au-vents. She's now giving me tuna and cucumber sandwiches that she needs to bring forward. Okay. And she's giggling as she's giving this to me. So I know there's a funny scenario that's going on around these sandwiches here as well, my lovely. So I'm going to leave her naughty essence where it is right now and pass over to Sarah to finish your message off and say, God bless you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity of working with you.
Yeah, she was the devil with the men, definitely. But I do want to say there must have been issues. I feel like I've got a quite dry mouth, bless her, near the end, and I know that I would have had to have like in hospital, I would have had to have, you know, where they give you that moisture in my mouth. But I just want to say that with her. But I do want to say she's just coming in though, Karen, to just give you that. I want to say that I feel like you feeling a little bit on your own at the moment, if that makes sense. But you could be in a room of 100 people, but you're still feeling that little bit of a loneliness, if that makes sense. I just want to say to you that you're not alone. It's easy for me to say, but I want to say reach out because there's people who are feeling the same as you. Get connected with that family because she's making me aware of that. As I just seen Sunday, but she also mentioned Sunday school as well. So I hope that makes sense to you. There would have been a Sunday school, you know, go to Sunday school as well. That would have been quite. So I know that I've got that religious sort of background there with that. And you used to swab her mouth. Okay, she's making me aware of that. But I just want to say something about her curtains. Someone's still got her curtains, and she's just saying, "Why have you still got them? Throw the old things away," because that's how she would have said it. But absolutely. You know, she's just coming in with so much love, but that energy, that upliftment, and that just to let you know that you're not alone. And I want to say, I keep hearing the name Rosie. Rosie, I don't know if that's her name, but I know that Rosie would be in spirit. Yeah, bless you. Oh, bless you. Bless. Okay. But I just want to say that reach out to those friends, and there's people there feeling the same as you. Reach out and just say and know that from spirit you're never alone. Okay. And thank you very much for your. She was a Sunday school teacher. There you go. There you go. Thank you very much, Karen. Bless you.
Oh, Karen, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity of working in our lovely energy. I'm glad that the tuna and cucumber sandwiches are related as well. It's lovely, isn't it, when they work in this way? And like I said, you know, this is the whole purpose of this show. Like, we're in two completely different places within the UK, and we're linking in with the same communicator, and we're bringing through evidence like that people can take, which is absolutely fantastic. So God bless Spirit, and God bless our guide teams for working so hard with us here. And Sarah, thank you so much for joining me on the show once again. It's been an absolute blast here this evening. Producer Richard, as always, thank you very much for making it possible. And to each and every single one of you who's out there watching this evening and shared us out there, God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening on Collective Consciousness, celebrating our first birthday. And I look forward to introducing lots more new mediums to SPTV over the forthcoming year. The next episode of Collective Consciousness is now going to be on the 9th of September, the 26th of August, when the next show should be aired, is my son's birthday, so I'm taking some family time out on that day to spend with Josh on his birthday. But I will be back on SPTV before then on the 25th of August, live with Spirit. So do come along and join me. And that just leaves me to say, Sarah, once again, God bless you. Thank you so much, my friend, for coming on and joining me. Do let everybody know where they can find you again on social media.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Bill, and thank you to Richard. And yeah, great to be back, and lovely energy tonight. And you know, it must have been that song that we were listening to. So yeah,
absolutely.
You can find me. I keep forgetting. Oh my God. Pink Sarah, spiritual medium. I've got a page. It's not Soul Sisters of Love and Light on Facebook with my sister. But thank you very much, everybody, and thank you everyone that come and joined us so that we can do what we do. You know, that love of spirit. Thank you.
Absolutely. God bless you all. Thank you very much. It's lovely to see so many of you joined us here this evening. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow evening for our VIPs, we've got the trance night. Zoom access links will be emailed to each and every one of you. So until we'll meet again, guys. No, it won't be. There won't be emails. No. It'll be placed in the VIP lounge. Do beg your pardon. Okay, so access links in the VIP lounge, everybody. So until we'll meet again, everybody. It's been lovely to see so many of you here. May the love and light of spirit be with each and every one of you. And I'll see you in a month's time. Take care. God bless.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.